And we welcome you to TPC Sawgrass, and we are here, of course, for the Tom Coughlin J Fund Gala dinner tonight, golf tomorrow, and here's the man himself, Tom Coughlin. Tom, this has been going for so long now, over 25 years, right? 26. It's just remarkable. At what point did you realize that this thing was going to be more than just 1 or 2 or 3 years, and that it was going to have this kind of life?
Well, as we went along and we grew in size and in contributions, and we gained momentum with the wonderful people at the hospital working with us, you know, Dr. Mike Joyce, Mike Albin, all those things started to come together, and it became obvious that we were making a difference. And that was the biggest thing for me, was the idea that we really are helping, and we were needed. You know, when I left and went to New York, we had a board meeting and discussed these things, and Mike Joyce said, I don't believe we can provide the quality of care that we've been providing if the J Fund is not here. So those things all meant a great deal to me.
And I know you've kept it going with here and New York, and obviously in Boston as well. You've had a lot of places where this has touched a lot of people. What happens this year compared to last year? You had to go all virtual. You were just telling me how thankful and grateful you are that you get to have a chance to have something like this where there are people out and about.
Well, we need to be able to make contact and build relationships and talk to people about our great cause. Last year, I was so proud of our J Fund people. My daughter Kelly, the CEO of the J Fund, we refused to put our head in the sands. Things were tough. It looked like many people were starting to wonder if the charities would survive and what we could do. But we kept going, and we had a virtual program with our golf tournament. We had just gotten the wine tasting in, but we had a virtual with the Celebrity Golf Classic. Then we went to New York and had a virtual champions. And although we didn't raise as much money as we normally would, we did pretty darn well, and it gave us an opportunity with some reserves to go ahead and meet our needs. We've never turned a family down.
Yeah, that's remarkable. Let me ask you a football question. You had a #1 pick of the draft quarterback in Eli Manning. What kind of pressure does a #1 pick have that other players just don't have? What kind of bullseye do they have?
Well, if there's 30 cameras in the room, 29 of them are on that one guy. So, I mean, that's really what it's about. And I laugh, and I hope maybe Coach Meyer can take this story back to Trevor. But so here's Eli, comes to New York. Our first rookie camp, he doesn't even know the cadence, and the press evaluated him that day and said, well, that was a very, unspectacular performance. Like they were going to grade the guy on the first time he ever stepped on a practice field as a rookie quarterback in a rookie mini camp. So you're going to have to go through some of that too.
Yeah, and one of the other things that's happened is you've got Urban Meyer going from college to the pros. You had professional experience as an assistant before that, but what's the thing that coaches who haven't coached in the NFL don't know that they don't know?
Well, it's the personnel part of it. It's the idea that your numbers are, once you cut to 53, that's it. That's your football team, and you have to make adjustments to how you practice. Sometimes that's difficult for people, and sometimes they have to ask around, but that certainly is one of them. But one of the things that I'm starting to recognize all I do is find out from you and from other people exactly what's going on, is that the players here have really responded to Coach Meyer, and they want to play for him, and they're willing, because they believe he's a winner, to do what he asks them to do. That's a big hump to get over.
Huge thing for sure. Tom, thanks so much. Congratulations on the continued success of the J Fund, and we appreciate you stopping by.
Appreciate that.
All right, that's the story from the J Fund. We'll have more coming up tonight as we look forward to hearing from some of the celebrities who are here tonight on the Sunday Sports Zone. For now, we're live at TPC Sawgrass, Culpeper, Channel 4, the local station.